warm and heartily welcome to one and respected jury. My name is Ashish Khopre. I am from the University of Mumbai, AC Patil College of Engineering. Today's my paper presentation is on various techniques of soil conservation data set to know the exact utility value of soil. So these are the outlines of the project. We'll start with the introduction, the purpose, the paper insights, data acquisition prospects, mathematical aspects, and the neural networks that we're going to work on. So basically, we are working on the precision agriculturing. It's an advanced agricultural technique wherein we acquire the data. We actually model the data using various classification, regression, and modeling techniques, and accordingly we plan the the agriculture techniques that we are going to carry out. Okay, so basically on this paper we have worked on eucalyptus data, and we have classified the data that we have collected. There are various parameters that we have collected from an institute, agriculture institute situated in Maharashtra, that is Dhule College of Engineering, and then we have applied the classification techniques and classification algorithms. So these were the algorithms that we used. J48, rotation forest, random forest, nail basin, and from this experimental data and the FP rate and the TP rate, that is false positive and true positive rate, we found J48 algorithm as the best candidate. So in data acquisition, what we are actually going to do is we are going to feed the data into the neural networks, and then actually there are seismoids in the neural networks that are going to apply the functions, and it is going to classify the data. So these are the equations, mathematical aspects, and there is Jerry's C equation, spatial autocorrelation, and Moran's I spatial autocorrelation. I'll give you an example. If I'm collecting temperature of a soil temperature, okay, fine. So if I passed on the data, if I feed the data to the Moran's I, I'll get an index I, okay? And based on that index, the values of that index, like if the values are tending towards the negative side scale of the negative side of the scale, that is towards the minus, the data is it's dispersed data. It's of no use for a eucalyptus. If it is trending to 0, then data is random, and if it is going on the positive side, there is a 1 point something or something, then the data is it's clustered data. The data is useful for the eucalyptus. So we are working.
Go to the first slide after ready. First, your title is presentation of various techniques of soil conservation data set to know exact utility value of soil. So you are worrying about some conservation of soil. Okay, then where comes this agriculture?
So actually what you are trying to do, we are getting the parameters of the soil, like soil temperature, then humidity, then electrical conductivity of the soil.
What is the relationship between agriculture and eucalyptus?
So because we have worked on eucalyptus data for as a specimen, we have kept it as a specimen, and we have worked on that.
This eucalyptus is a form of agriculture.
Sorry, sir?
Where you see eucalyptus trees?
Eucalyptus trees.
Whether it is harvested?
In gardens. So it's just a specimen, because
what do you mean by agriculture? What do you mean by agriculture?
Agriculture is something that we produce. It is crop production. Can be.
Do we do agriculture in forest?
Of course.
Of course, no. So wherever we see this eucalyptus, we call that as coniferous forest.
Yeah, coniferous forest. Yeah.
In the forest, what is the role of agriculture?
So actually, what I'm trying to tell you is we have not worked on a particular crop as such. We have worked on a specimen. It's just a specimen. We have worked on that.
What is the property of that particular eucalyptus tree, and what are all the data you can observe from that?
So data, I mean, sir, we have taken the data of the soil and the nitrogen value of the eucalyptus, and that is taken by the REIP index, that is red edge inflection point. REIP index, we have collected the nitrogen content of the plant using the chlorophyll reflection. That is called REIP index. And then we have acquired data of soil temperature, humidity, then the electrical conductivity of the soil to know the homogeneity.
Have you seen anywhere in the agricultural land this particular eucalyptus tree?
In agriculture, no, sir.
Then you want to tell why you have taken this particular eucalyptus tree as the example, and what is the property of it. So that's what I want. From the eucalyptus tree, what you can find. Okay, you are finding the nitrogen value of the soil, and other than that, what it means if a eucalyptus tree grows in a place. What you can do.
Yes, sir. So what we'll do, we'll find a favorable condition for the growth of a eucalyptus plant. Sorry.
But what for you are using autocorrelation in your mathematical formula? Autocorrelation.
So autocorrelation, so if the data what we are collecting is autocorrelated. I mean it's correlated with it's clustered. It's
So what is the output of that autocorrelation?
Autocorrelation. So you are actually asking actual autocorrelation output.
Yes.
So we get
summation x into summation y. You go to the slide. Autocorrelation. So what is it? What is the xy?
So x is suppose a temperature. Xi is a temperature at say. I mean these are attributes varying with the time. Okay, and the x is suppose an attribute of temperature. Then xi will be an attribute at particular time, and xj will be at the attribute at the another time. For example, xi is at the month of Feb, and it's like xj is at the month of Jan. So the autocorrelation between the attributes collected between Feb and Jan. That's all.
So you don't know what you are going to find as the output in that particular covariance. Okay, what do you mean by at least standard deviation? Before going to covariance, because covariance comes from the standard deviation. So what do you mean by standard deviation?
Standard deviation.
If you take a square root of covariance, you are going to get a variance. If you take square root of covariance or variance.
So variance.
Okay, you are going to get a standard deviation. You want to tell at least what for the standard deviation is used.
Standard deviation. So standard deviation in among this data, it will define to say standard to say. So suppose there is it's like it will work analogous to an average. Like if I have temperature, two temperatures, that is 25 degree and 35 degree, it will work around.
Okay, there are two parameters x and y. Let the x gives the information about temperature.
Yeah.
And what is y?
Summation x into summation y. So it's another attribute.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is the attribute? That's what I am asking. What is the field associated with y? You are telling that as a variable. As possible.
So because we can get the covariance between our rainfall and temperature. These are two attributes.
So what do we?
In the summation x, it could be temperature and y could be rainfall.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'm sure.
Summation of x and y into summation of x into summation of y divided by n. Whole divided by n minus 1. What is the n? What is the
So
y?
n is the number of data sets, data samples you are collecting.
On same soil or
On the same soil.
same environment?
Yeah, same environment. Because these attributes.
See,
No, sir.
environment includes temperature also.
Yes, sir.
Environment
So because
includes
the soil
temperature.
condition may be the same, but the time is changing. So the time is the variance. Jan and Feb. Same soil, but time is variance.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.